Hello and welcome to another episode of Dane's Desk, where each week I ask a guest about a different topic. Today, my guest is Philip Wilkerson. Hey, Philip, how are you?
How are you? How are you? It's great to be here. Thank you for having
Good,
me.
good. Thanks for being here. Philip, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Philip Wilkerson. I'm an industry advisor at George Mason Career Services, an industry advisor for what we call the creative industries, which is media, arts, design, sports and rec, hospitality, and tourism. I know that's a mouthful. I had to take a while to get to know that. So what that means as an industry advisor is I work with students with their career development, resumes, cover letters, LinkedIn, making sure that they're uh, marketable to employers. But then I also work with employers to make sure that they are posting job opportunities and internships and handshake and connecting with students in a variety of programs coming to campus, different like that. So I'm a bridge between employers and students. So it's a hybrid position. It's student facing and employer relations.
Awesome. All right, so Philip, we have a great topic today for Dane's Desk. So the topic today is all about academic advising and career advising, the integration of it, the importance of that partnership. What's your advice? What's your feedback? What's your perspective on this topic here?
Okay, so I think we discussed a little bit previously about how quite often in higher ed it's a siloed feeling, right? Like career development and academic advising, sometimes they're not integrated because we don't really know what each other is doing. And so I believe that for a student to get a holistic experience, there needs to be an adequate partnership. For instance, I know my limitations in regards to my expertise. I believe that the academic advisors are more specialized than the courses and what majors and how the classes align for the student to graduate, and a little bit about how those classes and programs align with their interest. I think I'm on the back end as about how those skills from the major or what they're learning is transferable to a career. And so I've met with students, sometimes they say, Philip, how do I, does my history major equal this, career? I would say I work with the student on the skill part, but I also advise the student to go back to their academic advisor to make sure that they're taking courses that align with their interests. And so when I got to Mason, it was a very purposeful strategy for me to connect and make partnerships, and I call them campus partners or allies that were more, I guess, had more of an expertise in certain things. And what I think that partnership does, it gives the student a holistic support. It also eliminates that instance of a student waiting to their senior year to get assistance on their career. If we work together, academic advisors or success coaches or whatever student support and career development professionals, we work together early on in the student's experience, I think it would be more beneficial rather than this almost like last minute reactive, not approach, but problem that naturally happens. So I think that one of the things I think that I'm very happy that our office does is that we have a program called a Career Influencers Network. And that program is an open invitation to anyone on our campus to learn about what career services does, particularly for faculty members and other staff members throughout our student affairs division. And so we want them to be able to identify career development issues, maybe even have the basics of resumes and cover letters, and just know our general resources so that, one, if they are to refer a student to us, they know where they're referring a student to. Or if a student wants their advice on resumes and cover letters, they feel competent and confident in giving at least some basic advice with the understanding that students may not, even when referred, will not come to us at Career Services. So I believe that partnership is necessary, that integration is necessary, and getting outside of your silo is necessary.
That's awesome. And I love that setup that you have at George and Mason to really do the intentional integration and get those campus partners involved and getting them to know who you are, what your services you offer. ultimately to better support the students that we work with. That's great. So I encourage our audience, anyone who's watching this video, to really reach out to your campus partners, whether it's career services, student affairs, whoever it may be. Make those connections, get to know those people so you can better support your students. Definitely check out the latest episode of the Adventures in Advising podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel here and leave comments if you like this video or want to see different topics in the future. Philip, thanks so much for being a guest.
Thank you so much for having me.